Your body was never meant to carry the stains of corruption, Chosen One. From the moment I formed you in the secret place, I marked your flesh and your spirit with my holiness. You have carried shame, guilt, and the weight of things that tried to attach themselves to you. But I tell you this, your body is not a dumping ground for sin. It is a temple that belongs to me. Every attack that has tried to weaken you, every temptation that has tried to pollute you, has failed to define you. I have placed in you a spiritual immune system, a rejection of defilement that rises every time darkness tries to settle in. What others called weakness was actually my protection. When you felt sick in the presence of what was unclean, it was my spirit warning you that you are set apart. Your vessel is holy and no defilement will be allowed to remain. You must understand, Chosen One, the world teaches people to desecrate themselves without even realizing it. They normalize compromise, they disguise sin as entertainment, they mock purity as if it were foolishness. But you could never fit into that mold because I placed my spirit within you, and my spirit will never agree with corruption. This is why certain environments drain you, why some relationships suffocated you, why habits that others enjoy felt like poison to your soul. You were not created for defilement, you were created for glory. And I will not allow the unclean to remain attached to your life. Every false label that was spoken over you is being burned away even now, for my fire cleanses and my spirit sanctifies. You are not common, and you are not for sale. You are mine. The enemy has tried to convince you that your struggles meant you were unworthy. But hear me clearly, Chosen One. The very fact that your body rejected the chains of sin is proof that you belong to me. I allowed certain doors to slam shut, not to punish you, but to protect you. What looked like rejection from others was actually my rejection of what was trying to contaminate your destiny. I shielded you from paths that would have corrupted your vessel, even when you didn't understand why things ended. You thought you were losing, but you were being preserved. Every tear you cried because of what fell apart was really an offering of purification. I do not waste your pain, and I do not abandon my chosen. You are sanctified by my own hand. Chosen One, when you wake up and feel that restlessness in your spirit, it is not anxiety. It is my spirit reminding you that you are set apart. The world cannot medicate this away, for it is not an illness but a divine awareness. You were never supposed to numb yourself with the same poisons others consume. That is why alcohol made you sick, why lust left you empty, why rebellion never gave you satisfaction. Every attempt to defile you backfired, because your vessel belongs to me. My mark on you is stronger than the world's grip. Do not despise your sensitivity. It is your seal. I designed your soul to crave purity, because purity is the atmosphere of my throne, and where I dwell, you must also dwell. I want you to see this truth clearly. Chosen One, your body is a prophecy. The scars on your skin, the weight you have carried, the moments when you felt broken, all of them are reminders that I have been shaping you into a living testimony. Your healing is not only for you, it is for those who will see that I kept you from what destroyed others. Every scar will preach of my protection. Every rejection will prove my selection. Every weakness will display my strength. You are a holy vessel not because of what you've done, but because of who I am in you. And my holiness is not fragile. It is unshakable. This is why I demand your surrender, not as a burden, but as a covering. I am not asking you to carry the impossible. I am commanding you to let go of what was never yours to carry. When you surrender, you are not losing. You are aligning with the truth of who you are. I want your vessel free, clean, and consecrated, because I am filling you with glory that cannot mix with corruption. I am pouring oil into you that must remain pure. And I will not allow anything unclean to dwell where my spirit is enthroned. Release what does not belong, and you will see how quickly I rush in to fill every empty place with my presence. Do not compare yourself to those who seem unbothered by compromise, for they were not called to what you are called to. They may indulge without feeling the weight, but you cannot, because your spirit rejects it. This rejection is your inheritance, not your curse. You were not made for ordinary living. You were made for divine purpose. When you feel different, it is because you are different. When you feel out of place, it is because you do not belong where compromise reigns. I am pulling you higher, and with elevation comes separation. You cannot carry both my glory and the world's pollution. Choose me, and I will prove myself faithful in every part of your life. Chosen one, I declare to you now, your body is a sanctuary. My presence rests upon you, and no defilement can withstand it. From this moment forward, walk with the awareness that you are holy because I am holy. When the enemy whispers lies of guilt, silence him with the truth of my blood. When shame tries to return, remind it that your vessel has been sealed. And when fear tells you that you will fall again, look to me and know that I will hold you steady. You are chosen, sanctified, and preserved. Your body rejects defilement because I have ordained it as a vessel of glory, and nothing will overturn my decree. There are forces that have studied you, that have tried to tailor temptations for your weakness, but every attempt to defile you has failed because I built you with resistance. I placed a boundary around your life that even you did not fully understand, and that boundary is my holiness. This is why certain doors closed before you could step through them, why relationships broke before they could consume you, and why habits that could have enslaved you never found rest inside you. What others mistook as rejection was really my protection. You cannot be blended into the crowd because I separated you for myself. Your very existence declares that you are not ordinary, you are consecrated. When they tried to make you conform, you stood out. When they tried to mold you into their likeness, you resisted. That resistance is my spirit in you. The enemy wanted to turn your vessel into a cage, but I designed it to be my dwelling. That's why you have felt inner conflict when compromise tried to attach itself to your life. The tension was not a sign of failure, it was proof that you are mine. Many have wondered why their indulgence seems harmless while yours costs you peace, but they are not marked as you are. I have claimed you, therefore what pollutes them cannot remain in you. That is why their appetites became your sickness, and their pleasures felt like poison in your spirit. This is because your body rejects what is unholy. It is not a punishment, it is evidence of your calling. Every time you felt uneasy in the presence of corruption, it was my spirit crying out from within you. You are not ordinary flesh, you are my vessel. Chosen one, do not despise the weight of purity I placed upon you. The burden of holiness is not chains, it is freedom. While others are bound by addictions and shame, I have preserved you through resistance. You may not have always felt victorious, but the very fact that you could not remain comfortable in sin proves that my hand is upon you. I am raising you to be a testimony of what it means to live sanctified in a generation that celebrates defilement. You will not fit in with their systems because your spirit is coded for my kingdom. And when the world laughs at your restraint, know that heaven applauds your obedience. I am preparing you to carry a glory that requires a vessel untouched by contamination. That is why you could never settle where compromise ruled. Understand this clearly. The attacks on your body were not random. The sicknesses, the fatigue, the sudden heaviness you carried, many of these were attempts by the enemy to break down the sanctuary I built in you. But I would not allow his agenda to succeed. Even when you felt weary, I sustained you. Even when you felt broken, I rebuilt you. Your body has been a battleground, but it is also a temple, and I have decreed that it will not be defiled. Every cell in your body has heard my command. Be holy, be preserved, be restored. You are not decaying under the enemy's plan. You are being renewed under my promise. And as I cleanse you, I strengthen you. You are my dwelling place, and I defend what is mine. Before we go on, let's pause for a quick moment. Tap like if this is speaking to you. Subscribe so you don't miss what I'm pouring into you next. And drop 55 in the comments. That's the number of covenant, new beginnings, and divine alignment. Chosen one, your holiness is not fragile, it is fortified by my spirit. When I sanctify, no corruption can undo it. That is why the addictions that captured others slipped off you, why the curses that destroyed bloodlines stopped with you, and why the generational cycles you feared will not touch you. I have placed a fire inside of you that consumes defilement on contact. You are not weak for resisting. You are strong because I made you resistant. Your very DNA carries my imprint, and nothing the enemy has tried can erase what I have sealed. Even your failures have been recycled into testimonies of my mercy. Even your weaknesses have been turned into evidence of my strength. You are not defiled, you are defended. I tell you now, Your body is not only preserved, it is prophetic. Every time you rejected corruption, you were rehearsing your role as my witness. Every time you walked away from what others embraced, you were aligning with destiny. And every time you chose obedience over compromise, you were proving that my spirit is alive in you. Your holiness is not accidental, it is intentional. Your vessel has been consecrated because I plan to fill you with power. And power cannot flow through a polluted temple. You have been set apart for demonstration, not decoration. You will not only live holy, you will display holiness to a generation that has forgotten what it looks like. And when they see you, they will see me. There is a release of purity coming over you now, chosen one. The heaviness of shame is lifting, the chains of guilt are breaking, and the residue of sin is being washed away by my spirit. What once clung to your vessel is being burned off by my fire. Do not fear the refining, for it is making you stronger. Every place that was wounded is being healed, every scar is being redeemed, and every weakness is being filled with my strength. You are not just surviving defilement, you are overcoming it. And soon those who doubted your sanctification will witness undeniable proof that you are chosen, holy, and untouchable in me. I am marking your body again as my vessel, and nothing will defile what I have cleansed. Finally, chosen one, rise in the confidence of your consecration. You are not fragile, you are fortified. You are not guilty, you are justified. You are not defiled, you are sanctified. Walk with the awareness that I live in you, and no impurity can coexist with my presence. When temptation comes, remember, you are not fighting to become holy. You are already holy because I dwell in you. When shame whispers, silence it with my truth. When fear tries to return, resist it with my spirit. You are my chosen vessel, and I defend what I own. From this day forward, see yourself as I see you, pure, set apart, and unstoppable in my purpose. Chosen one, listen closely. The fact that you feel different is not a curse, it is confirmation. From the beginning, I set your vessel apart, and that is why compromise never sat well in your soul. The world tried to convince you that your resistance made you strange, but your resistance is proof that my spirit is alive in you. You are not ordinary flesh, you are consecrated flesh. This is why your body reacts when you step into environments where darkness thrives. This is why you feel unsettled when sin surrounds you. You are not made for mixture, you are made for purity. The unease you feel is not weakness. It is my holiness rising in you, pushing back against defilement. Every time you withdraw from what others indulge in, you are obeying the call I placed on your life. Chosen one, I want you to recognize that what others call fun is often a chain designed to enslave them. You could not enjoy what they enjoy because I placed a covenant over your vessel. When they could drown themselves in distractions, you could not. When they could lose themselves in lust, you felt conviction. When they could compromise with no thought, you felt grief. That grief was my spirit preserving you, refusing to allow pollution to remain in my temple. Others may not understand, but you do not live by their understanding. You live by my decree, and my decree is that you are holy. Do not envy their freedom, for it is not freedom, it is bondage. Your true freedom is in the purity that I maintain in you. The defilements of this age cannot stick to you because my hand repels them. Even when you stumbled, I lifted you before corruption could root itself in you. Even when you wandered, I called you back before destruction could consume you. My discipline has been proof of my love. Every time I corrected you, it was because I will not allow my vessel to be contaminated. You are chosen, and chosen vessels are preserved. Do not misinterpret my correction as rejection. It is protection. I would rather wound your pride than lose your soul. I would rather convict you in secret than allow you to perish in public. Every moment of discipline was my mercy keeping you pure for the glory I am about to reveal. Purity is not weakness, it is power. Holiness is not fragility, it is strength. The enemy has tried to make you feel small because you walk differently, but in truth, you are stronger than those who conform. It takes strength to resist what everyone else accepts. It takes courage to walk away when compromise calls. And it takes divine power to live as a holy vessel in a polluted generation. That power is already inside of you. You are not barely surviving temptation, you are defeating it by my spirit. Your rejection of defilement is not about rules, it is about identity. You resist because you are mine. You refuse because you are chosen, and nothing will change that. The enemy has studied your body because he knows it is a gate to your destiny. That is why he sent attacks against your health, against your habits, and against your identity. He wanted you to despise your vessel so that you would defile it yourself. But I declare to you now, the strategy has failed. You will not despise your body, for it is my temple. You will not abandon your body, for it is my dwelling. You will not pollute your body, for it is my sanctuary. Every lie that told you that you were broken, ugly, weak, or unworthy is being silenced now. I call you holy. I call you clean. I call you mine, and my word is final. Chosen one, you must see your vessel the way I see it. It is not fragile, it is fortified. It is not shameful, it is sanctified. It is not defiled, it is defended. Stop seeing yourself as a victim of temptation, and start seeing yourself as a victor in me. The enemy has no claim over your body, because the blood has already sealed it. You do not fight for holiness, you fight from holiness. You are already sanctified, and temptation has no legal ground against you. When you understand this, you will stop bowing to shame and start standing in power. You are a vessel of glory, and glory cannot be defiled. Walk in that authority. I am raising you to be an example of what it means to be pure in a polluted world. When others look at you, they will see that holiness is not weakness, but strength. They will see that purity is not restriction, but freedom. They will see that resisting defilement does not rob you of joy. It preserves your joy. I am calling you to be a demonstration of my holiness, not only in your spirit, but in your body. The way you live, the way you walk, the way you choose, it will all testify that you are mine. And in time, those who mocked you for being different will come to you for guidance. They will see that the vessel they once mocked carries a glory they desperately need. Do not shrink back from your sanctification. Embrace it with boldness. Do not hide your purity as if it were weakness. Wear it as your crown. Your body rejects defilement because I designed it that way. You are not an accident. You are a holy vessel. I dwell in you, and where I dwell, no corruption can remain. Stand tall, chosen one. You are consecrated, and I will prove it before the world. Walk in this truth, for your vessel is mine, and I defend what is mine. You are holy, you are chosen, and you are untouchable in my hands. Chosen one, hear me. The war for your vessel has been intense because your body is not just flesh. It is an altar. Wherever an altar exists, something is sacrificed. The enemy wanted your body to become an altar to sin, but I declared from the beginning that your body will only host my glory. That is why the battle has been fierce, but that is also why you are still standing. Every attack was aimed at breaking your altar, but I kept rebuilding you. Every scheme was designed to lure you into defilement, but I kept pulling you out. Your body was not given to you just for survival. It was given to you as a holy stage for my spirit to be revealed. That is why you cannot blend in with the crowd. You were not designed for mixture, you were designed for worship. Your appetite has been different for a reason. You noticed early in life that what others could consume without hesitation made you restless. It wasn't weakness, it was a sign of consecration. There are things you cannot eat, cannot watch, cannot partake in, not because you are missing out, but because you are preserved. This preservation is not punishment, it is preparation. You cannot feed on the same corruption as the world because your vessel belongs to me. This is why you feel the urge to withdraw when compromise surrounds you. That urge is not isolation, it is divine protection. I am teaching you to guard your appetite, because what you allow in your vessel shapes what flows out. You were not created to be contaminated. You were created to overflow with holiness. The reason your vessel rejects defilement is because I have set a seal upon you. This seal is not visible to the world, but in the spirit it is undeniable. Demons recognize it and flee. Darkness senses it and trembles. Corruption attempts to attach, but cannot remain. The seal I placed on you is a spiritual firewall, rejecting what would pollute and preserving what is holy. You may not always feel strong, but my spirit inside of you ensures that compromise cannot stick. You belong to me, and I do not share my vessels with corruption. This is why generational curses have stopped with you. This is why addictions that destroyed others did not take root in you. This is why the enemy's plan for your body failed before it could finish. My seal is your defense. Chosen one, I remind you again, your scars do not disqualify you, they sanctify you. Every wound you endured was turned into evidence of my faithfulness. What you thought would disfigure you has become the very mark that proves I carried you through. Do not despise your scars, for they testify of your preservation. They remind the world and the enemy alike that defilement tried, but failed. You are not damaged goods. You are a restored vessel. My power shines brightest through what was once broken. What the enemy thought would shame you has become the very thing I will use to glorify myself. Your scars are not chains. They are testimonies. And every testimony declares, this vessel belongs to God. You have wrestled with the idea of being set apart. At times you wished you could blend in. You wished you could lower your standard. You wished you could silence the conviction. But I will not let you. I refuse to allow you to live beneath your calling. You cannot do what everyone else does, because you are not who everyone else is. You are marked, consecrated, and set apart for me. Stop fighting the separation and start embracing it. Stop resenting the standard and start walking in it. You will never be comfortable in compromise because compromise contradicts your identity. You are chosen. And chosen ones cannot live like the crowd. They live holy. They live different. They live sanctified. That is your portion. Chosen one, the purity I require from you is not empty ritual. It is preparation for power. I cannot pour fresh oil into a polluted vessel. I cannot release glory through a contaminated altar. That is why I have preserved you, even when you did not understand it. Every time I cut off a connection, every time I pulled you out of an environment, every time I closed a door you thought was good, it was because I saw the pollution hidden inside. You did not lose. You are preserved. And now the oil is coming. Now the glory is rising. Now the power is ready to flow. The purification was never about depriving you. It was about preparing you for overflow. Your rejection of defilement is the reason you will walk in power. I'm about to use your vessel as a sign. People will look at your life and wonder why you glow with peace, why you radiate with strength, why you carry an atmosphere of holiness. They will not understand it, but they will not be able to deny it. Your body itself will testify of my spirit. Where others are broken down, you will be sustained. Where others are enslaved by addiction, you will walk free. Where others are defiled, you will remain preserved. This contrast is intentional. It is how I reveal my chosen ones. Do not hide your consecration. Do not shrink back from the glow of holiness I placed on you. Shine, for you are my vessel. You are living proof that holiness is still possible in a corrupted generation. Rise in this truth. Your body is not fragile. It is fortified. It is not defiled. It is defended. It is not ordinary. It is consecrated. I am raising you to live as proof that holiness is not outdated, but eternal. You will walk in power. You will carry my presence, and you will release my glory. Your vessel is not a battlefield for corruption. It is a throne for my spirit. And because I dwell in you, no defilement can remain. Stand tall, chosen one, you are mine. Your body rejects defilement because I have decreed it to be holy, and my word cannot be overturned. The enemy has always targeted the body because he knows it is a gate. Through the body, he tries to corrupt the mind, poison the soul, and derail destiny. But you must hear me clearly. Your body is not his entry point. It is my dwelling place. He tried to claim you through lust, but your vessel rejected it. He tried to enslave you through addiction, but my spirit broke it. He tried to mark you with shame, but I washed you clean. Every attempt to defile you has failed, because I have already decreed that your body is holy. You belong to me, and I do not share my temple with darkness. What others fell to, you resisted. What others bowed to, you overcame. This is the proof that you are chosen. Chosen one, your holiness is not fragile, it is fortified. The enemy wants you to believe that you are always one mistake away from corruption, but that is a lie. You are not fragile glass. You are fortified steel covered by my spirit. Sin may knock at your door, but it cannot take residence in you because I live there. Darkness may attempt to settle, but it is driven out by my light. You are preserved, not by your own willpower, but by my spirit. That is why you cannot remain in what others call normal. That is why sin loses its grip quickly on you. That is why guilt cannot define you. You are sealed, and no power of hell can break my seal. The fight you endured was never just about choices. It was about identity. The enemy wanted you to forget who you are so that you would treat your body like common ground. But you are not common. You are a vessel marked for glory. Every time you felt the conviction rise inside you, it was not shame. It was a reminder of who you are. I was whispering, "This is not you. You are mine." That is why your body rejects defilement, because your spirit carries a covenant. Even when you stumbled, the covenant remained. Even when you wandered, the seal stayed intact. You could not undo what I decreed. My claim on you is permanent, and nothing can override it. Chosen one, your body is not just a container. It is a weapon. I have consecrated it for warfare. The purity I demand from you is not simply about appearance, it is about power. Purity sharpens your discernment, clears your vision, strengthens your authority. That is why the enemy fears your holiness. He knows that a holy vessel carries unstoppable power. He knows that a sanctified temple becomes a channel for my glory. That is why temptation has been so fierce, because your purity is his defeat. Every time you resist corruption, you sharpen your sword. Every time you reject compromise, you fortify your altar. And every time you choose holiness, you step deeper into power. The battle for your vessel has not been without scars, but do not despise the scars, for they are proof of victory. They testify that defilement tried but failed. They remind the enemy that his plan was interrupted, and they remind you that I never left your side. Every scar has been turned into a story, and every story is now a weapon. You will speak of what you endured, and others will be delivered. You will testify of what tried to bind you, and others will be set free. What was once your shame is now your weapon. What was once your weakness is now your authority. This is why I preserved you, because your story will break chains for others. Never forget this truth. Holiness is not about restriction, it is about freedom. The world believes purity is limitation, but in my kingdom, it is liberation. You are free from chains that enslave others. You are free from appetites that destroy others. You are free from cycles that consume others. Do not look at your consecration as a prison, it is your protection. The boundaries I placed around you are not walls to cage you, but walls to guard you. You are free because you are mine, and that freedom is proof that your vessel is not defiled, but defended. Rejoice in your consecration, for it is the pathway to power. Chosen one, the reason you could not remain in certain places, could not stay in certain relationships, and could not indulge in certain habits, is because I am raising you for higher purpose. Your body cannot carry both corruption and glory. You had to be emptied of defilement so that I could fill you with myself, and now I am filling you. You will walk differently, speak differently, move differently, not by your own effort, but by my spirit within you. People will notice the glow, the strength, the peace, the authority. They will see that something rests upon you that cannot be explained, and that something is my holiness. Your vessel has been preserved for this very moment. Rise with confidence. Stop fearing defilement as if it could undo my decree. Walk in boldness knowing that you are mine. Do not let shame silence you, for I have silenced shame already. Do not let guilt chain you, for I have broken guilt's grip. Do not let fear torment you, for fear cannot live where my spirit dwells. You are chosen, sanctified, and preserved. Your body is my temple, and my temple cannot be defiled. Walk in this truth, for it is your inheritance. You are holy, because I am holy, and I dwell in you. The reason your body rejects defilement is because I designed it to be a vessel of glory. From the moment I breathed life into you, I claimed every part of you as my temple. The enemy has tried to convince you that your body is fragile, vulnerable, and unworthy, but my decree stands above his lies. You are not vulnerable, you are fortified. You are not fragile, you are covered. You are not unworthy, you are chosen. Every attempt to break you has only revealed the strength of my preservation. When sin tried to settle, conviction rose. When corruption tried to remain, holiness pushed it out. When shame tried to bind you, my mercy set you free. Your body is not ordinary. It is holy, and nothing can undo what I have ordained. The world wants you to believe that holiness is outdated, that purity is impossible, and that sanctification is unnecessary. But I declare the opposite. Holiness is power, purity is freedom, and sanctification is destiny. You are not meant to blend in with this generation. You are meant to stand apart. That is why certain things disturb you when others feel comfortable. That is why certain environments suffocate you when others thrive. You were not made for pollution. You were made for presence. And I will not let your vessel be used as a stage for darkness. You belong to me, and my spirit refuses to share space with corruption. You are set apart, consecrated, and preserved because I have greater purpose for you. I know the battles you have faced with your body, the moments when you felt weak, weary, or even ashamed. But I tell you this, those battles did not disqualify you, they sanctified you. Every fight was proof that you were chosen. If you were ordinary, the enemy would not have fought you so intensely. The pressure you felt was evidence of the oil I placed inside you. The warfare you endured was confirmation of your assignment, and the preservation of your vessel was a demonstration of my mercy. Do not despise the struggle, for the struggle is proof that I was with you. If sin had truly claimed you, there would be no battle left. But the battle proves you are mine, and you have always been mine. Hear me clearly. I am not ashamed of you. I am not disgusted by your scars. I am not disappointed in your journey. I see the purity I have preserved in you, not the shame the enemy tries to magnify. I see the holiness I am raising in you, not the failures the world remembers. I see the vessel I designed, not the corruption that tried to attach. Stop seeing yourself through the lens of shame and start seeing yourself through the lens of my decree. You are holy because I am holy, and I live in you. No voice of guilt, no whisper of condemnation, no memory of failure can override the truth of my seal. You are a chosen vessel, and nothing can change that. The enemy has attacked your body with lies about your worth. He told you that your vessel is weak, unlovable, or useless. But I declare the opposite. Your vessel is strong, beautiful, and filled with purpose. You are not defined by flaws. You are defined by my fingerprint. You are not defined by failure. You are defined by my favor. And you are not defined by shame. You are defined by sanctification. The enemy wanted you to despise yourself because self-hatred would lead to self-defilement. But I am teaching you to honor your body, because honoring your vessel is honoring me. You are my temple, and temples are not neglected, they are revered. Your body is not just preserved for your sake, it is preserved for others. You will be a living testimony that holiness is still possible in a corrupt generation. People will look at your life and see that purity is not weakness but strength. They will see that sanctification is not bondage but freedom. They will see that consecration is not limitation but destiny. You are a demonstration of my holiness, and your very existence will challenge the lies of culture. Do not hide your consecration. Let it shine. Do not shrink back from your purity. Walk boldly in it. For through you, others will see that I still raise holy vessels, even in the midst of darkness. The power I am about to release in your life requires a pure vessel. That is why I refuse to let defilement remain in you. Oil cannot flow through a polluted altar. Glory cannot rest on a corrupted temple. That is why I preserved you, refined you, and purified you. And now you are ready. You are ready to carry oil that breaks chains, power that heals wounds, and glory that shifts atmospheres. This is why I demanded holiness from you, not to burden you, but to prepare you. Your vessel is about to overflow with my spirit, and it will be undeniable. People will know you are mine, not because of what you say, but because of what you carry. Rise in confidence. You are not defiled, you are defended. You are not condemned, you are cleansed. You are not ordinary, you are anointed. Walk in boldness, knowing that I live in you, and that no corruption can stand where my spirit dwells. When temptation comes, remember you are already holy. When shame whispers, remember you are already sealed. When fear rises, remember you are already preserved. Your body rejects defilement because I decreed it so. and my word never fails. You are my vessel, and my vessel cannot be defiled. You must know this. Your body is not a burden, it is a battlefield I have already claimed. Every time the enemy tried to sow corruption, your spirit rose to push it out. Every time temptation tried to take root, conviction burned it away. Every time shame tried to chain you, my mercy shattered it. Your body is not your enemy, it is my temple. You are not trapped in it, you are entrusted with it. I have given you this vessel not to defile, but to glorify me. Do not despise the temple I created. Do not hate the sanctuary I consecrated. You are holy, and that holiness is your shield. This truth must sink deep into you. Your vessel is mine, and no power can change that. The cycles that enslaved others cannot claim you because I broke them before they touched you. Generational curses were assigned to your bloodline, but I intercepted them. Addictions tried to grip your vessel, but I tore them away. Sickness attempted to dwell in your body, but I commanded healing. Corruption wanted to define your story, but I wrote a new one. You have been preserved not because of your perfection, but because of my promise. That promise is unshakable, immovable, and eternal. When I declare a vessel holy, no corruption can overturn it. You are proof that my covenant still stands, even in a polluted world. Your very survival testifies of my preservation. Holiness is not weakness. It is your greatest weapon. Purity terrifies the enemy because he cannot corrupt what he cannot claim. He knows that once a vessel is set apart for me, it becomes a channel of my glory. That is why he fought you so intensely. He wanted to convince you that holiness was impossible, that purity was outdated, and that sanctification was unnecessary. But you proved him wrong simply by still standing. You are not ordinary, you are a threat. Your consecration is warfare, your purity is power, and your holiness is victory. You are walking proof that my spirit is greater than temptation, and my mercy is stronger than corruption. You may not realize it yet, but others are watching you. They notice the way you move differently, the way you resist what consumes them, the way you shine without effort. They may not understand it, but they cannot deny it. You are a living testimony of what it means to be chosen. Do not hide your light to make others comfortable. Do not water down your holiness to fit into their corruption. Stand boldly in your consecration, for it is your crown. The very thing they mocked you for will become the thing they admire. The very purity they laughed at will be the purity they crave. You are set apart, and that separation is your influence. Before we continue deeper, take a second with me. Hit like if this word is confirming what you already know. Subscribe so you never miss these prophetic releases, and comment 55 below. It is your code for covenant, fresh beginnings, and divine alignment. Chosen one, I want you to understand the reason for your preservation. Your body was not only protected for your sake, it was preserved for my purpose. I am raising you as a vessel of healing, a channel of deliverance, a carrier of glory. When you walk into rooms, atmospheres will shift. When you lay hands, chains will break. When you speak, strongholds will fall. None of this would be possible if I allowed your vessel to be defiled. That is why I fought for you when you could not fight for yourself. That is why I preserved you when you wanted to give up. That is why I marked you when you tried to blend in. Your vessel is not ordinary. It is chosen for power. The shame you once carried is being turned into your greatest testimony. What the enemy tried to use against you will become the very story that delivers others. You will not hide your scars. You will reveal them as proof of my preservation. You will not conceal your past. You will use it to unlock freedom for those still bound. You are a living witness that I can cleanse any vessel, restore any temple, and repurpose any life. Do not let shame silence you. Do not let guilt chain you. Do not let fear shrink you. I have preserved you so that others can see my power through you. Your body is not a monument of failure. It is a testimony of victory. Chosen one, I am calling you into deeper consecration, not to burden you, but to prepare you. What is coming requires a pure vessel. I am pouring fresh oil, and I cannot pour it into a polluted cup. That is why I demanded separation, sanctification, and holiness. Not because I wanted to take from you, but because I wanted to fill you. You're about to carry what many prayed for, but few were prepared for. And when the oil begins to overflow, the world will know you are mine. They will see that your consecration was not in vain. They will see that your holiness was worth it. And they will see that your body truly rejects defilement because it was never meant for corruption. It was always meant for glory. Chosen one, rise now in the fullness of this truth. You are holy, not by your own strength, but by my decree. You are preserved, not by your own willpower, but by my spirit. You are chosen, not by accident, but by eternal design. Walk with confidence, for your vessel is sealed. Speak with boldness, for your body is defended. Live with freedom, for your temple is mine. You are my sanctuary, my dwelling, my holy vessel. Nothing will defile you because I have spoken, and my word cannot be overturned. You are chosen, you are holy, and you are untouchable in my hands. As you hear these words, let this truth anchor deep in your spirit. You are not a defiled vessel, you are a holy one. Every attempt of the enemy to convince you otherwise was a lie, and every whisper of shame was an accusation I already silenced. You belong to me, and I have sealed you. Your body is not weak, it is consecrated. Your spirit is not abandoned, it is indwelled by me. And your destiny is not broken, it is preserved. You are chosen, and nothing can change that. Stand in this truth and let it define how you walk from this day forward. Chosen one, I am commanding you to see yourself as I see you. I am not ashamed of you. I am not disappointed in you, and I am not distant from you. I am near, I am present, I am within you. Your vessel is mine, and where I dwell, no defilement can remain. The stains of your past cannot cancel the seal of my spirit. The accusations of the enemy cannot override my decree. The weight of guilt cannot crush what my mercy has restored. You are sanctified, not by your performance, but by my promise. You are preserved, not by your strength, but by my spirit. And you are holy, not because of what you did, but because of who I am in you. I want you to carry this revelation into every environment you enter. Your body is an altar, your life is a testimony, and your holiness is proof of my presence. Do not shrink back from the light I placed within you. Do not water down your consecration to fit into corruption. Do not despise the difference I placed in you, for it is your crown. The world will notice, the enemy will fear it, and heaven will confirm it. You are chosen, you are sealed, and you are untouchable in my hands. Walk boldly, for you are my vessel, and I defend what is mine. Nothing will defile you because I have decreed your preservation. Chosen one, rise in confidence and peace. The battle over your body has already been won. The accusations have already been silenced. The shame has already been lifted. What remains is glory. What remains is power. What remains is purpose. You are my chosen vessel, consecrated for greater works. From this moment forward, live with the awareness that you are holy, defended, and preserved. Do not fear corruption, for your vessel rejects it. Do not fear shame, for your vessel is cleansed. Do not fear the enemy, for your vessel is mine. You are chosen, you are sanctified, and you are forever marked as my holy temple. Walk in this truth, for it will carry you into every promise I have spoken over you.